Table tennis is a sport with around 900 million fans and players, making it one of the most popular sports in the world. However, most of the interest in the sport comes from Asia, where the Chinese are the sport's most dominant force. And despite being the innovators of the sport, Team GB have not had great success, with only one Olympic participant this millennium and not a single medal won ever. We asked members of a table tennis club what they think of the Chinese dominance. Will it stop now that there is a reported decline in interest in the sport among the Chinese people? And why has Team GB never won an Olympic medal? Is there any way of changing their fortunes? It is believed that the popularity of table tennis in China is declining, given their dominance of the sport. Do you think that will help other nations?
Yes, it probably will, yeah. I think when somebody dominates too much, it tends to stop people taking part, and it starts to get a bit boring, really.
Not necessarily, because the players that are still in China, they're still very strong players. And as my colleague was saying, that they still coach very hard over there, they train very hard, twice as much than Western players do. Plus they've got a tradition of having strong players, even if it's in a demise over there.
I'm not sure, because China have always been the leading sort of table tennis players, so I think if they're not doing it, then other people will be like, if they don't like it, why should we? At the same time, I think it will make other nations be like, oh, we might be able to be top in the world now. So I think the decline might help us to a point, yeah.
Yeah, sure, it would. That would open the game into the kind of people that would win. Before you would say, oh, China's going to win the tournament, but now the decline would mean other teams will be inspired to compete and have a chance of winning the competition.
Team GB have never won a medal in the Olympics for table tennis. Why do you think that is?
Because the dominance of China is just too strong. You've got to qualify to get in the Olympics, for one thing, and then if the dominance is so strong, is very limited outside performance of other people.
Maybe they need to train more, basically, and they need to start observing the way Asian players play, maybe trying to copy some skills or learn from them, find out what they're doing that we're not.
Well, that's because China and Germany are the best nations in the world. Mao Long, who is number one, is unplayable at the moment, and we do have good players, but we're not as good as them. I do think in time, once they get older, and obviously the decline of China, and we improve, but for now, the top nations are top for a reason, because they're insanely good.
I think maybe it's due to the low investment into the game. I think like Great Britain, their interest is sports like football, rugby, so they pay more attention to those kind of games. So if they invest more into table tennis and encourage young people to participate in table tennis, they have a chance of winning the table tennis competition.
Do you think there is any way to change Team GB's fortunes for the future?
I think it might be quite a long time before it does.
Hopefully, yes. We produce some good players from the northeast, also from down south as well. It just needs to be promoted more. More clubs need to be set up, and more money needs to be put into it.
Honestly, no, because I do think we have a lot of table tennis talent. This club, for example, has a lot of people who are very good, but professional is a whole other ballgame, and the people who are at the top, they're going to be hard to dislodge for a while. So I think it might take some time, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Yes, I think yeah, there's a chance.